Pairing wine with Chinese food. Can it be done? Coming up. Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Audrey. So recently we had done a little challenge for ourselves of pairing food with Indian food. Pairing wine with Indian food. So it was suggested that we try a different type of food, and Chinese was what was put to the test here.
Right, now, and that was the question. Can you pair wine to Chinese food?
I feel this is a pretty good challenge, honestly.
Well, it is, and I think there's a reason why your local Chinese carryout does not have a wine list.
I have never seen somebody give us a wine list, but I looked into it though too. There's some really great things happening in China in the wine industry coming up, but
well, I think there's a couple things to keep in mind.
Okay.
One is we're talking about Americanized Chinese food.
This is true. We did not, special order from China.
Right. So if you are in China or going to China, you will find much different food than you find at your local carryout.
Yep, this is what we can get here in America, and we love this. This is our go-to Chinese.
Oh, absolutely. Chinese carryout is
absolutely.
It's an American staple.
Yeah. So the challenge is, though, just like we had done when we did Indian food, we did try to get a little thought into pairing the flavor components.
Well, yeah, because the question is, can you pair Chinese food to wine? And the answer is, why would you? There's no reason to do that. We love Chinese food. We love wine. That's sort of like saying, I like ice cream and I like ketchup. Doesn't mean you have to put them together.
However,
it is a very interesting thought exercise
yes.
in the wine world, because you have to take a food that you don't have an automatic pairing. Beef bourguignon, no, get a Burgundy. But
yes.
you have to go through all of the thoughts of what the elements are of the food, what the elements are of the wine, and how you're going to pair those together.
And it really needs to be said here, we did not pre-test any of this.
No, this is going to be all brand new.
This could be a total fail for all we know.
Yeah, if we make faces, those are genuine. We are not acting.
It's true. Right. It could be a total failure. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about the wine. So we have, let's talk about the dishes first. So we tried to get 3 dishes that are very, very typical that you might order.
Things that we like.
Right. And a big shout out to China King and Leesburg. They provided us with our food tonight. We have a lo mein, with a pork lo mein.
Yep.
We have a sweet and sour chicken.
Yes.
Right, so we have that sweet element.
I consider that to be a challenge, because that little sour and that pineapple in there. Okay.
That's right. And then the last one that we have is our Szechuan beef, which is very spicy.
A little spice, yes.
So we should have a broad range. So we start with the lo mein. What are the aspects of a lo mein?
So what I was getting out of this is that it's got an actual rich kind of flavor to it. It's a beef, pork flavor, soy in there, but it's a rich coating onto the noodles themselves, and then the meat that's got a grilled texture to it. So that's kind of the flavors that I was thinking about.
I agree. It's sort of a rich, heavy, maybe more on the fat, certainly not on the spice. Mm-hmm. It's in a brown sauce. So what do you think is going to pair with it? What are the wine choices that we've got here?
Well, we have some wine choices that we wanted to use with everything. Again, we couldn't go out and get 3 different things to taste against the lo mein, etc. So like I said, this could be a failure, but we got one white. We decided to try a rosé. Mm-hmm. That could be a fun pairing. And then we have a red wine. So on the white wine size, we have a Picpoul. And the Picpoul is the name of the grape. And this is a France product. Okay, so right out of France. Then we have
the rosé that I picked is one that is specifically got a lot of fruit flavors and should be a little bit more robust, and that's from Portugal. So we got a Portuguese rosé.
Hopefully it's robust and it's not as dry. It's probably got a little bit of a sweet tone to it, or just not as dry as some of the others. So we're hoping that fruit comes forward.
For red, we didn't want to go heavy tannic. We didn't want to go something that was going to overpower everything or clash.
Exactly.
So what'd you do for red? That seemed to be the harder challenge.
Well, and I was really thinking of the lo mein in particular, so we'll see if I got that. But this is a Pinotage out of South Africa. Pinotage is the grape varietal there. I got this because it has a medium body to it, and it should have some strong flavors. It shouldn't be a weakling in that area. It should have some strong flavors, but not have overwhelming tannins. It should have some low tannins and good body and nice flavor, which I'm hoping goes with the rich flavor of the lo mein.
All right, well, let's try it. Let's test up some lo mein here. We'll get some on your plate here.
You know, as I was a child and my mother's teaching me table manners, I don't think she envisioned I would be on camera doing this.
That's okay.
Just so we're warned.
I didn't make either of us get out the chopsticks
Oh.
to really humiliate ourselves.
That's true. That's true. I might have had fun with it, but noodles, I don't have that
All right,
mastery
let's
on
give
there.
let's give this a taste.
Yeah.
All right, and which wine are we going to try
Oh,
first?
did we get a good piece of meat in there for you?
Mm-hmm.
So you can have the meat too. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So lo mein, nice basic lo mein, love it. Which wine are we going to try first with that?
In wines, you would naturally go from the white up to the taller one. Even though the red is what I consider to be the best, I think we should try the white with
Let's
it
try the
first.
white first. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Cheers.
There we go.
That's kind of a clash.
It doesn't work. It would be great with seafood and with chicken, but with the richness of this meat dish, I don't think so at all.
No, I just don't think the brightness of that against the
Yes,
richness just not
agree.
going. All right,
Okay.
so let's take another bite and try the
rosé.
rosé. See if I
Okay.
got how close I got with the rosé.
Uh-huh.
That's not terrible.
The rosé is better than I expected it to be. It has exactly what he was wanting to get out. I think he did a great job of getting something that had some fresh fruit to it.
Right.
It's
We
got
didn't
good
want-
flavor, but
We didn't want a French style rosé that was going to be very dry.
right.
We wanted something with some fruit to it, but we didn't want anything sweet either.
Yeah, it's got great flavor, but it's okay. I'm hoping that the Pinotage is a little bit better match on that.
Let's hope for the best here.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting okay.
Just okay.
Just okay. I'm
okay.
not I didn't knock it out of the park on this one. And the reason for that is I think I'm getting more of a cherry tone than I was expecting. I was looking for more of a plum, deeper kind of flavor, and I'm getting more of a
On the Pinotage, yeah.
on the Pinotage.
And this one is oak, and so I think I'm getting a lot of that oak effect as well. That's not necessarily hitting the richness.
This has really good, strong flavor to it. The body is good, medium bodied for sure. But with this soy richness, I think is not going with the flavor I'm getting out of this. I unfortunately, I'm getting more of a darker cherry, and I wanted a plum, and it's not working as well.
I agree. All right, so
Okay.
we're kind of, we came okay with the rosé, not so much with the white. White was a no. The red was...
Yeah, we're kind of on the fence on the red with as well. So I don't think we hit it out of the park of any of those. Let's try the next dish.
Let's try the next dish.
Okay.
All right, so we're back.
Yeah.
Now we have a completely different flavor profile. We have our sweet and sour chicken.
Sweet and sour chicken. So it's got pineapples and carrots in that sweet and sour sauce, and it's got a fried glaze over the chicken. So you've got
Right, so we've got those to contend with. So we're gonna try each of those against our wines as well. All right?
All right.
Let's give this a try.
I'm hoping that white, the pig pool has good acidity to help with the breading on the chicken and still work well with the sweet and sour.
Let's give it a try. Oh, still too acidic. Still too acidic. I think it's still clashing.
I don't think it's clashing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Try the pineapple with that.
I don't know. The pineapple was a tough one. I don't think the pig pool is clashing. It is a more neutral wine.
Actually, it goes well with pineapple.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
Didn't lose on that. Okay. I was curious about
So you could do the pig pull with the sweet and sour chicken.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. I want to try the rosé thing next.
All right. Let's try the rosé next.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I had a pineapple in there too. And that was not bad. I'm surprised.
That was not bad. I think the fruitiness of that wine is okay with the fruitiness of the sweetness of this dish. Let me try that.
And carrot with it, because I tried the pineapple and I was like, that's actually pretty good. Give that a try. See what you think. Yes, eating on camera.
Eating on camera is lovely.
Not a great idea.
You know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So, a fruity rosé with the
I think it worked.
sweet and sour. I think it worked.
I think it worked.
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to work with the red, but we'll give it a
I'm
try.
not expecting it, but hey, I was pleasantly surprised with the.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It wouldn't be my
It's
favorite.
not terrible. It came across more as a neutral red than I was expecting.
Yeah, I think the sweetness and the power of that sweet and sour flavor toned down the wine.
It neutralized it a bit, which can be good if you're trying to pair reds. Sometimes that can be hard. If you really like your red, not all dishes they say, oh, don't ever do it. You do need to have a neutral red to go to, but that actually
it did something.
It did something. It didn't because when we talked before too, you have dishes that are okay and you have ones that elevate. So it did not elevate the dish, but it was okay. It didn't clash.
Right. So if I were having a Chinese meal and that was all I had as a red, you could live through that.
I could.
All right.
I could. If I was going to choose, I'd take the rosé.
All right.
All right.
Next dish.
Next dish. This is going to be the spicy one, right?
Spicy one.
All right. Final dish.
Final dish.
All right. This is the spicy one, right?
This is the Szechuan beef.
Szechuan beef. Okay.
So basically, what we have is we have beef shaved thin with some broccoli and a very spicy brown sauce, and heavy on the soy flavors and some ginger and some very rich flavors.
And
as
I
well
will
as
say I
spice.
appreciate that he did not order extra spice or up the game because
That's what I would normally do.
I
but-
know, because I'm like, okay, I gotta eat this too.
All right.
All right.
So wait, should we bother trying it with the white?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yes, we are going to.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Just take the smallest piece.
No, still no.
Okay. If you like white wine and that's what you want, same way I said, if you like a red and you want to match, this does not clash. Does it elevate? No. It is a neutral white. It is easy to pair with stuff. So if you were somebody that I don't drink reds, you could do this.
I suppose you could. Yeah.
Okay, just, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You're
All
going
right.
to disagree.
I
I'm
will
saying
disagree.
it's good, okay?
It's my job.
I'm saying it's good.
All right. Let's try the rosé.
Okay.
That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. I wouldn't have it. I would have chosen the white over this.
So I would have chosen the rosé over the white.
See, difference, but that's okay.
That's
We
okay.
don't always agree.
No, we don't always agree. In fact, agreement is a rare.
Yes,
Right?
it's usually unusual when we agree.
All right, let's try this with the red.
Okay.
That I like, actually. I kind of like that. Is it fantastic? No.
But
I like
that works too.
But-
I'm actually surprised because there's spice in there. I know it's not, fire alarm spice, but with the spice, I always want to put a little sweet something with it.
Well, no, but you've got a beef dish with a rich, heavy sauce. That's going to go with a red wine. I mean,
It does.
it's got a different flavor profile than you would get in a beef bourguignon or an Italian dish or a steak. But it's still a beef dish in a big, rich, heavy sauce.
And what I take away from this is, like I was saying, that the white is kind of a neutral white. This is working to be more of a neutral red than I was even expecting, because it does seem to work well. It's not elevating to these huge new heights, but it is working for me.
I do think if we had a big tannic red like a Petit Verdot or a Tannat, I think it'd be too much, and I think there'd be too much clash
And
there.
that would clash to me with the spiciness of it, even if
Right.
it's, not fire alarm, but I think that would clash.
So is that it? Is that all we have?
Oh, no.
We have a surprise.
We had to have a little surprise one to try. So let's we're going to have to try this against all
of
the
them.
dishes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're back.
And what's our surprise?
Okay, so last time when we did the Indian food, I talked about sparkling wines having a easier to pair with things. It cleanses your palate, that effervescence, it works. So this time we have a Prosecco, if we can see it right there. So the Prosecco is an Italian product. This particular one that we're bringing today is off dry, so that has a little bit of that sweetness to it, but it is not full on. There's many levels, which we've talked about before.
Right, and I have good hopes for this because one of the things that we do know is that beer actually goes well with Chinese food because it's fizzy and it's cleansing and it's bright and easy to drink. And so I'm hoping that Prosecco is going to be that. And I think this is, again, where a lot of people overlook sparkling wines with food. They think of sparkling wines only with celebrations or toasts or something of that nature.
Absolutely. I
But
like
it's a
it with
great pairing.
appetizers. Appetizers, you have this variety of stuff, and it works.
It works very well for pairing. People, I think, overlook it. So I'm hoping,
Yes.
I'm hoping it goes well.
All right, let's see
what
how
are we
we do.
trying first?
Well, we should still kind of go in our order of, so we started off with the lo mein.
All right, we'll try a little lo mein.
I'm
here.
trying to end with the spice so that our palates are still okay with that.
That's good lo mein.
I love the lo mein.
That actually
It works. It doesn't
works.
clash.
doesn't clash, doesn't elevate.
Right,
But it
exactly.
works.
Doesn't elevate, but it doesn't clash.
I think that's a classic example, though, those two, of why you would have a beer with the Chinese food.
Yes.
I think it goes together, not fantastic, but you sit down, you can have a glass of that
Yes.
with your Chinese food. No
Absolutely could. Absolutely could. Okay, so the next thing was a sweet and sour.
problem. Sweet and sour.
And this was the challenge because you've got this sweetness there and the sour. I mean, it's a combo, obviously, sweet and sour.
Yeah, that goes pretty good. Yeah, it goes pretty well. It just really does. It's an easy pairing.
You keep talking.
I'm going to keep talking while you're finishing eating and swallowing so as not to upset your mother who might see you talking
Yes.
with food in your mouth on television. All right.
I'm good, Mom.
All right.
Okay,
So
next.
the last one is this big, rich, heavy, spicy beef dish.
Yes, I have
Well,
high hopes for this.
do
by
you
the
really?
way.
Okay.
I do. We'll see if my hopes are dashed.
It's okay. It's okay. It goes. It goes. So, what have we learned here today?
We like Chinese food.
We love Chinese food.
I love lo mein. I don't know.
And
All those things are true.
all those
What
things
else
are-
have we learned?
I think we've learned that if you approach any food with the same sort of methodical thought process, what are the elements of it? We have spice, we have saltiness, we have fats, we have sweetness, we have those elements. So what are the elements in the dish that you're eating, and how do you pair that with wines and what qualities you're looking for in the wine?
And what I want to say though too is that we didn't knock anything necessarily out of the park, but nothing really clashed, and it's just fun to try.
It is fun to try.
I really love the experience. I get excited. I want to go get more bottles. Say, oh, let's try this again.
Absolutely, and I think if we kept experimenting, we'd probably find something that went really well with each one of these dishes. And I think if you take that methodical approach, there's another lesson that we've learned, again, and it's a lesson we keep learning, and that's that sparkling wine goes great with food.
It just does. It just does.
And it almost doesn't matter what the food is. Sparkling
And
wine
that's why
goes
I
great
told you,
with
like,
food.
appetizers is where I come up with that problem because I've got a lot of different things.
Sure.
But when in doubt, I think it really does work.
You could put that on the table and have that with your main meal as well. And it just
Well, we said breakfast,
whatever you
lunch,
throw at
dinner.
us, right?
We
Whatever
do
you
it
throw
all
at
the
us, we
time.
know that we can break out some sparkling, and that'll be
It'll work.
it'll save the day.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Take us out of here.
Okay, so no matter what your view,
Mm-hmm.
just enjoy